Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Jennifer with Pigskins and Pigtails. I teach beginners how to get started screen printing at home using a simple setup. If you follow my channel, hopefully you're getting the hang of screen printing. So let's talk about how you can take your apparel business to the next level. And that's with branding. Standing out in this business can be tough, so one way you can help your customers remember your name is to print your logo or brand on the inside neck area of the shirts you make. You could go even a step further and rebrand the t-shirt completely by taking out the tag and making your own branded tags. But before we get into the how-to of printing the inside of shirts, I want to mention a couple things you need to know to do this legally. That's right, in the US, the Federal Trade Commission regulates apparel and labeling. So what do you need to know? Federal law requires that most textile and wool products have a label that lists the fiber content, the country of origin, and the identity of the manufacturer or another business responsible for marketing or handling the product. This means that your apparel tag must list the fiber content, like 100% cotton, the country where the garment was originally made, and your business name. Under the care labeling rule, you must also provide instructions so that customers know how to clean the garment. Now, before you get stressed out, let me explain how you can get around this. You can simply add your logo to the inside of shirts like this. Because I left the original tag, I don't have to worry about adding those regulations because the tag already has that covered. Let me show you how easy it is to brand your t-shirts like this with the vinyl cutter. First, I cut my logo on vinyl. Usually you see me cutting a permanent adhesive vinyl, but because this is going to be something I want to save on my screen to print again, I'm using iron-on vinyl or HTV. After I cut my logo, I remove the parts of my logo out of the vinyl. And now I'm going to heat press this vinyl onto my screen printing frame. If you'd like to know more about how I figured out where to put the logo on the screen so that it lines up in the right spot, check out my online course where I go into more detail on this. I heat press at 280 degrees for 20 seconds and move my screen until the entire piece of vinyl is attached. Then remove that clear sheet and you're ready to screen print. I really love this method of screen printing because it's quick and easy to set up. I'm using my Pigskins and Pigtails press for this, and I've switched out my platen for this pocket or koozie platen. The great part about this press is that you can use different platens depending on what you're printing. The reason I use this platen is that you can grab your shirt and stick the back of the shirt to the platen, and then the front drapes over the edge. So you have a nice smooth surface to print your logo, and you don't have to flip your shirt inside out. Squeegee the ink over the screen, and your shirt is now branded. As I printed these, I just spread them out on my floor to dry. I printed my logo on these before taking them to a live printing event, so in order to put these back in the box to take with me, I've used my flash dryer to quickly dry the ink. I didn't leave them under long because I knew I'd be curing the shirts at the event once the design was printed on the front, and that would also cure my logo. This really didn't cost much to add my logo to all of these shirts. It was a few scoops of ink and a small piece of vinyl, and the time I invested in printing them all. But I don't always have a big order of shirts like this. Sometimes I print just a couple of shirts at a time. If I wanted to add my logo, I could grab this screen that's already set up and put it on my press each time I needed to print my logo. Another option is to order heat transfers made with your logo like these from Supacolor. Then whenever I want to add my logo to a shirt, I can just heat press this inside the shirt. If you're looking for a budget-friendly way to do this yourself, instead of ordering transfers, you can actually make your own screen print transfers. I have a video tutorial explaining exactly how to do this, and I'll link to that below. Those are some easy ways you can add your brand to t-shirts that you're making. If you want to go a step further and remove the tag in your shirts and customize your own, just remember those FTC regulations I mentioned earlier. If you'd like for me to make a video about how to set up the design and print custom labels with all the required information, let me know in the comments. I hope that adding your branding to your shirts keeps your customers coming back to you for years. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more tips on building your apparel brand. And next up, you can watch this video about making your own screen print transfers so that you always have your logo ready to press onto every shirt you make.